Hello and welcome to another Archaeoscoop-ish video. You'll notice I haven't actually done an Archaeoscoop for a couple of weeks now. That's partly because I was away in Scotland, and also partly because actually the issue, sadly, to do with my the phone that I use to record the Archaeoscoops still has not been resolved. So I'm going to be popping back down to Apple tomorrow and kicking up a stink and making sure that problem is resolved. Anyway, I simply couldn't leave it much longer without doing an Archaeoscoop. So today's video, it will be a fairly brief summary of headlines because the image quality on this camera means it takes that much longer to upload the video. So my first headline actually comes from Norway, where an Iron Age horse has been revealed in the meltwater from a glacier 2,000 meters up in a Norwegian mountain range. It's a truly remarkable find, not least because most people don't really expect to find horses that far up, and it confirms certain elements in terms of the use of horses for transport of goods over these plains. And actually also it seems that the find came with a horseshoe as well, an iron horseshoe intact. Now this is just the latest of a series of finds to come out of melting glaciers in Norway. The most recent one a couple of weeks ago was actually a tunic, an Iron Age tunic, which has been preserved with its patches, even patchwork on the tunic still visible. This not only hints possibly at the increasing effect of global warming, but also as well, undeniably, is a wonderful opportunity for archaeologists to understand a part of the world which, and certainly a part of that part of the world which has been frozen for quite a while. So that's headline number one. Headline number two, again very briefly, is actually with regards to a US, or rather a study on US airfields in East Anglia from the Second World War. I know a few people who follow the Archaeoscoop YouTube channel really do like their aviation history, and this project may well be of interest to you. So do check out that. That's headline number two. Headline number three, unfortunately, is a story highlighting more of the damage which has been done in Egypt to museums and physical history and heritage artifacts, essentially, and the remains of human beings in the aftermath of Morsi's ousting. In this instance, this story is actually talking about mummies which were set alight by protesters who were protesting, supporters of Mohammed Morsi. This is a real shame, and continues to highlight that despite requests from her own citizens, Egypt isn't prioritising the protection of heritage. That said, though, of course, they've got a heck of a lot more on their plate. So I'm not saying they should do. What do you think you're doing, not protecting your museums? But it is a shame. It's a real shame, and I don't know, I can only hope that more might be done in the near future to protect these sites and these objects. So there you go, those are my top three headlines for today. As I say, tomorrow hopefully I should be sorting out, or getting Apple to sort out the problem, and we'll return to the Archaeoscoop format we all know and love in the not too distant future. As always, the other news stories from the past few days, indeed the past, the past week or so, you can find in the links below. And as always, do continue to follow the news stories which are published on the Archaeoscoop Twitter feed. You don't have to be on Twitter to view this feed. All you need to do is click on the blue bird on the YouTube homepage, and YouTube channel homepage, that is to say, and you will get a link through to the Twitter feed there. So hopefully this has done something to sate your appetite for archaeological news, and I'm going to head off and do some more Archaeoscoop work. Until next time, bye bye.